Hi gardening friends, it is so good to see you today. Welcome to Julia in the Garden. I am not in the garden today as this week the kids and I are hiding inside from the heat. It's in the 90s and with the little ones I don't want to be taking them out for long in that. But hopefully it'll cool down this weekend and I can get out and just film a really quick what's happening in the garden tour because there are some exciting things happening and I'm starting to harvest some things. But for today, I wanted to talk to you a bit about my plan for the fall garden and do a summer seed haul because I did order some seeds. So let's start with what I'm thinking about for the fall garden. So if you saw my last video, just giving a tour of the potager and talking about how, you know, I was struggling a little bit with disappointment, but have come to the conclusion it's just a season of life. So a lot of my garden is not together this year, and obviously I have a reason. You don't need a reason. Life happens, but for me, I'm spending a lot of time with this little one, and I also have my 2-year-old. If you hear Daniel Tiger in the background, that's keeping her occupied, hopefully, while I film this. So yes, that's where I am. The garden is not at all what I'd planned, and if you remember, I'll link here the video where we planned together what I was going to do in my potager this year. There are some beautiful stuff happening there, but it is not even close to what I had planned out. So that's what I had planned. Now for fall, let me just show you these beds up here. Right now are all weedy grass. I'm going to take care of that hopefully this weekend. And my plan is I actually ordered a product to make raised beds with. That's I'll have it linked below. I don't know if I like it yet because I haven't tried it yet, but I'll definitely give a review once I've tried it out. But it's a product that I think it's made with recycled plastic as well as some hardwood fibers, and you can make different. It just makes it easy to make raised beds of different configurations. So I got them so I can do those 2 long beds in the front with raised beds, not very high. I think it's going to end up being 11 inches tall, but enough that I can put landscape fabric down at the bottom and the frame on top, and then put the good garden soil I get from a local nursery in there. And one of those beds is going to be my fall garden bed, and my hope is that I can also put some hoops that I already have and some cloth over when it starts getting a little chillier, so that when we're close to first frost time, so that I can extend the season even more. I will be planting mostly frost tolerant things in there as well, but I kind of want to test it and see how far can I extend into my season. I'm hoping I can get into November, would be amazing. So what am I going to put in there? My thoughts right now are cabbage, because my cabbage, I have a couple heading up, I think like 2 in the garden, but that's just not a great harvest of cabbage. So I'm going to try to put some cabbages in there, a combination of red and green. And then again, I'm running into, we are probably at 5, if not 6 weeks, 6 or 5 weeks from our estimated first frost. I mean, it doesn't always come that early, so, you know, fingers crossed. But either way, I'm kind of running into a deadline with my maturation of my plants. But things like cabbages should be okay with a little bit of frost. So especially if I have the cover over them. So that's why I'm thinking some cabbages, and if I have to harvest them a little small, also not the end of the world. I might start some more rutabaga. I have some big ones in there I actually need to harvest. And those I can also harvest small, and just try some carrots. We'll see what happens. And then I want to do some kale, especially dinosaur kale or the lanceolato kale. I don't really have any of that growing in the garden right now. I don't know what happened. There was some things got mixed up while I was planting. And what else was I thinking? Oh, and then some greens, some, you know, spinach and lettuce greens and such. So that's my plan for that, like one big bed. It actually used to be the children's garden. I'm taking it back because they didn't want to help at all with prepping the bed or anything this year. So I'm reclaiming that section, and we'll talk next year about, they might just help with some plants in my garden, or we'll come up with a solution. But anyway, it's going to be a fall garden this year is my hope, with hoops over it. The other side, the other raised bed that I'm making is not quite as long, but what I'm hoping to do with that is some cool flowers. Now I got, where is it? I got this book here, Cool Flowers, by Lisa Mason Ziegler. And I actually found out about this from Danielle at North Lawn Flower Farm. I hope I'm saying that all correctly. But I'll link her videos below as well. She has some great videos on cool flowers. She's a zone warmer than I am. She's in zone 6, I'm in zone 5. But I'm going to try some of the stuff she suggests and some of the stuff in this book. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start some now. It'd be good to direct sow them now, to be honest, as far as timing. But since the beds aren't quite prepped yet, I'm going to start some inside now. And then if I get the beds done in the next week or two, because I did order them, then I will direct sow a few as well. But we're just going to try some flowers that that will grow like baby plants this fall and then over winter and then come back in the spring and should bloom earlier and more vigorously. So, and then this book also recommends some flowers that can be planted before your last frost. So I'm going to try to utilize that more, because if I can not have to plant everything at once, that is a benefit. And some of this will be experimentation, just like what works for me here. So that's my plan for the other bed, is to put some of those in. I may or may not fill that bed up. I may save some space just for the spring. But also I have a few raised beds in the back. Let me take out this drawing again here. So these are the beds in the front I'm turning into raised beds. Here's my little quince tree here. And back here, you see these here are all raised beds. And this is my asparagus here. So right now I pulled the garlic out of here. I have rutabaga and beets in here, and I have carrots as well as onions in these. And these right now are just weeds. They've had beautiful leek flowers in one of them, and I think carrot flowers in another one. And so I will be weeding those shortly. When I will get to that soon, at least this fall. And I will be utilizing some of those beds in the fall as well. One is definitely going to be set aside for my garlic again. And then I am thinking of making a little two of those beds into cutting flower beds. One of them, what I'm planning on doing, is spring bulbs. So mostly tulips and maybe some hyacinths and maybe some daffodils, but daffodils are usually perennial, so I'm debating whether to put them in there or not. My plan for the hyacinths and the tulips is just to pull them up by the bulb, which is I know what flower farmers do with tulips. I'm not sure if they do it with hyacinths, but since the stems always seem short to me, that just seems like the best way to do it. So I ordered some bulbs specifically for that purpose. And then the other bed, I'm going to plant anemone and ranunculus. And if I have extra room, I might also put some of those like really early cool flowers in there as well. So we'll see how it all evolves. But that's my plan, is to kind of take 2 of those raised beds for flowers. Now, my hope is that with the spring blooming bulbs, that I'll be able to pull them and then put another crop in there for the rest of the year. Something probably that grows fast and or is heat loving, like maybe basil or something like that. So yes, that is my plan for the fall. And in addition to that, I'm hoping just to get everything kind of cleaned up, get landscape fabric down, at least on the beds, if not the beds and the paths, so that next year it is easier for me just to go out and plant, and I don't have to spend all my time prepping everything, because I spent a lot of time prepping this year and I still didn't get very far. And so the more I can get done this fall, the better shape I'll be in the spring, being able to plant things and put things in on time, hopefully. Now on to the seed haul. So this is from 2 places that I don't normally order from, but they both have great reviews from people, and they had some things that I wanted. So I'm gonna start with the smaller box, and that is Botanical Interest. So my goodness gracious. And it may be small, but it is beautiful. And let's be honest, for seeds, that's not that small of a package. Okay, they have this little happy growing insert. I like that quite a bit. I might put that somewhere. One of the things I've bought their seed packets from stores before, and they are gorgeous. So I will show you those. They did send me a thank you of a lettuce mix, and so that might end up in the fall garden. We'll see. Okay, now a lot of what I ordered are flowers, because as I was just talking about, you may have gotten that more of my garden is going to be flowers. I love flowers. I would love to maybe have a cut flower farm, but now is not the season in life for this. I also love growing veggies as well, so I'm going to try to balance it. But anyway, so some of these you will see a lot of flowers. This is Love and a Mist Miss Jekyll blend. Love and a Mist is one of the seeds that I will be starting now and see if they overwinter. This is a money plant. This is not a cool flower plant, but this just looked really cool to me. So Alyssum. I used up all of my Alyssum seeds this year. So there's two of them the same. These are Oriental Nights. It's a purple Alyssum. And then I also got two of the Tiny Tim white sweet Alyssums. Okay, now I got some Bells of Ireland. These are ones that I don't think I'm going to start this fall, but you can start early in the spring. Canterbury Bells. I'm going to try to start these this fall. Feverfew. I think I can start these this fall. I need to check my list, but I think so. Oh, I'm blocking the title there. Okay. All right, now these, I got some of these Hollyhocks seeds. There's again 2 packages of these. And I will post a picture here. There was a random flower that popped up on the side of my house this year, and it was gorgeous. And I was like, what is that? And some of you on Instagram answered and kind of confirmed my suspicions that it's Hollyhocks. And they are usually biennial, which means they flower in the 2nd year. And my hope is if I can put some seeds in now and get them started, that maybe they'll flower next year. If not, the year after they'll have gorgeous blooms. So I'm actually going to throw some seeds of these in the orchard area, and I think they're going to be gorgeous. And this is a mix of like reddish and different pinks and white there. So, oh, yes. Then I got some Salvia. I honestly don't remember what I was thinking for some of these. I just thought they were pretty. So I got Blue Victory Salvia. I got Cool Summer Breeze Viola. I love violas. Corsican Violet. My brother is actually hiking in Corsica right now. Fun fact. Viola, King Henry Viola. So there you go. I love violas, so I'll be putting these in somewhere too. These may be cool flowers. Like I know they withstand the frost quite well. I've had some come back from overwintering, so I may try a couple of these as well just to see what happens, like an experiment. Okay, now the other giant box of seeds that I got is from Johnny Seeds. Now I'm sure a lot of you already know Johnny Seeds. I've heard lots of good reviews of some of their products, and there were some things I wanted, so I ordered a lot. Again, it's mostly flowers. I went a little crazy in some categories. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to plant all of them, but we're just going with it. Okay, so these are both dianthus. These don't have pictures on them, so I will try to put the pictures up here while I'm editing. And I got a sweet white and a sweet purple white bicolor dianthus. And I'm pretty sure those are also cool flowers. I'll check again. If they're the ones I'm thinking of, these are called tender perennials. So yeah, I think I could probably plant them in the fall and see what happens. We'll see about that. We've got bachelor's buttons, Centauria, black button, florist blue boy, and classic magic. Yeah, those are all my bachelor's buttons, I believe. Then there's the Nigella, like I just showed you, is Love in a Mist. And I got the classic Love in a Mist from them apparently as well, and Delft Blue. And I think it's slightly different than the Miss Jekyll. And then as well as an Albion Black Pod Nigella. So those look really pretty. I've not grown that before, and I'm kind of excited about it. Okay, then, all right, let me see. These are hybrid poppies. These are like the Iceland poppies. And I got one as a gift in a Flora order a couple of years ago, and they've actually been coming back every year. So I thought they'd be really good candidates for fall sowing to see what happens. So I got a Champagne Bubbles White and a Champagne Bubbles Pink yes. And then I got Blue Plurum, which is like florists use it a lot for foliage. And then I think it's got like little sweet, like greenish yellow flowers on it. All right, then a whole lot. I'm loving snapdragons right now, and I still have some snapdragon seeds, but I ordered more. So these are ones that are kind of, I've heard mixed reviews as to whether they will survive in a zone 5 winter. So I'm going to try some. Snapdragon seeds are tiny, and you tend to get a lot of seeds in a packet. So I'm going to try just a few this fall, see what happens. I did notice I had some in places last year that did come back, not all of them, but I also didn't have, like, they weren't thriving last year either in the soil. So this year I have a row of snapdragons that I'll show you that are doing fantastic, and I can't cut them fast enough, especially in this heat right now. But anyway, I'm going to try some this fall, and then I'll do more in the spring as well. I got some Madame Butterfly. I've never had Madame Butterfly variety before, and I just heard they are absolutely beautiful. So I have Madame Butterfly Ivory, Madame Butterfly Red, Madame Butterfly Bronze, and I believe there's one more Madame Butterfly in here. Hang on. Yes, Madame Butterfly Bronze with White, which I've seen, I think both Laura at Garden Answer and Danielle at North Lawn Flower Farms. I think I want to say both have grown that, and I've seen it, and I just needed it. It's one of the reasons I did a Johnny's order. Laura from Garden Answer definitely has, so I'll find a video and link that below. I also got Potomac Apple Blossom, Bridal Pink, Potomac Lavender, and Costa Apricot. I'm growing Costa Lavender this year, and I love it. It's one of my favorites, so I'm excited. I'm going to grow that again, and I'm also going to grow this Costa Apricot, and it shall be glorious. Okay, I did get a few vegetables. I just got cabbage because I couldn't remember if I was completely out of cabbage seed or just the germination was also low this year. So I ordered one green hybrid storage green cabbage and a hybrid storage red cabbage. This is Ruby Perfection. This is Typhoon. I need to put those aside because I want to start those after I am done talking to you. Okay. The rest of these, I'm pretty sure, are not going to be started right now. All right, let me look at this pile. This is Scabiosa. I didn't end up planting them this year, but I have one seed packet already of a Scabiosa, so I got some more. This is a Merlot Red, Snow Maiden, Black Knight, Oxford Blue, Fire King. Yep, and that's it for my Scabiosas. And I think they can be planted like earlier in the spring, but I don't think I'm going to start them this fall. Depending on how they do next spring, I may next year try planting them in the fall. We'll see what happens. I also want to mention I placed an order for bulbs, and I added to my Eden Brothers order Starflower, and they were the only ones that seemed to have it. And I think it's a variety of Scabiosa. This was also on North Lawn Flower Farm, has them, and you grow them for the seed pods, and they are so pretty. So I will link a video of her showing those below as well, and put a picture here, but I ordered that from Eden Brothers. A couple other places had it, but we're out of stock. Okay, now I've got some marigolds. I was running low on some varieties of marigold seeds, and I thought it'd be fun to try some different varieties. So I got a lemon gem marigold, a tangerine gem, and apparently 2 packets of tangerine gem. So those are marigolds. I also got a lot of stock, which is kind of funny because I've tried to grow stock and just haven't had a lot of luck thus far, but maybe with all these varieties I'll have a renewed vigor and I'll get it to work. So I got Cat's Purple, Cat's Lavender Blue, Iron Marine, Iron Pink, Cat's Apricot, Cat's Ruby, Quartet Rainbow, and a Cat's High Double White. That's a lot of stock seeds, so there'll probably just be a few of each. That's the idea. I like at some point, I actually don't have room for rows and rows of flowers like a flower farm, but apparently when I was ordering, I thought I did. So we'll squeeze them in between vegetables and in the orchard. Okay, so this starts with sunflower. So these are obviously not cool flowers either, but I have other sunflower seeds. I do need to find a space for a big patch of sunflowers next year. I want to do a sunflower house for the kids this year, and I didn't get to that, so maybe that will be something I do. And maybe I will just make like a patch of sunflowers out there somewhere. I think it would look really cool behind the kids' playset actually, and then they could be swinging in front of sunflowers in the fall. Anyway, okay, so I got Florenza, which is a branching sunflower, Pro Cut Gold Light, Strawberry Lemonade Mix. I got 2 packets of those. Moulin Rouge, Pro Cut White Light. Did I already say that one? Did I get 2 of those? Nope, the other was Pro Cut Gold Light. Okay. And that's it for sunflowers. I wanted to get some of the Pro Cut Plum. That is gorgeous. They didn't have any in stock, but I'll be keeping my eye out for that one. I also got some Gumfrinas. I got, I don't know if you say that. It's QIS. But I got purple. Okay, I think that's the only gomphrena I got, and I think that's because I already have a strawberry gomphrena, and I may already have a white one too. I can't remember. But yeah, so I got a purple one because I don't think I had seen that before. All right, now next are Celosia, or I don't know how to say it. I'm going with Celosia. Selway White, Flamingo Feather, Pampas Plume, Sunday Gold, Chief Mix, and that's it for Celosia. Then I got a few Amaranth. I actually am growing some Love Lies Bleeding in the garden this year, and it just started, I guess, flowering. It's got all the red, they're actually like little tiny seeds, and those are super cool looking. So I got a few more. I don't know if I also got Love Lies Bleeding just to have more. I did. So I got another Love Lies Bleeding. I got Red Spike, I got Emerald Tassels, and I got Coral Fountain. And I just wanted a variety for fall bouquets, especially. I thought that would be pretty. So basically all of this is, or a lot of these are so that I can make bouquets both for myself, and I just really like giving bouquets to people. We know somebody who just announced their pregnancy, and so I'm somebody nearby, so I'm hoping to run up a bouquet of flowers to them shortly next week, and after I do another harvesting, because when it's not so hot. So that, and bring them some veg. I know they like some certain veggies, so bring them some veggies in a bouquet as a congratulations present. But I would just love to be able to have bouquets to give to people, and I'm still learning how to make them. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, but they're flowers, so can't go too wrong, right? All right, I do have one more bunch, I guess, of seeds. And okay, I got some more Bloody Mary nasturtium because I was out of those seeds. I got Cupcakes Blush Cosmos. Let's see. I got Chinese Forget-Me-Nots. I got some Saponaria, which looks like these really, what is, like, really delicate, like, beautiful, ethereal, that's the word I was searching for. I thought that could be really pretty in some arrangements. And I got the Pink Beauty as well as the White Beauty because I couldn't decide. I got another Victoria Blue Salvia. Is that the same one I got from Botanical? That might be the same one I got from Botanical Interests. Oh well. I got Sultane Mixed Strawflower, Kiwi Blue Ceranth. I was just curious if it's different than the other Ceranth or Honeywort that I have. I have a few seeds left from Hudson Valley Seed Co., and I actually saved some seeds last year as well. But it was a different variety name, and so I'm curious if they're different. And then I got some Ami or Dara. I've heard them called Dara Ami, and it's Daucus carota, so it's like kind of a Queen Anne's lace look, but it's not Queen Anne's lace. I have Queen Anne's lace growing wild all over here. And then I got a Talinum, a Limon Talinum. I don't fully remember what that is, but I'll put the picture up here. Those are all the seeds I ordered. I hope that was kind of a fun summer seed haul for you to see, and I will try to get out there soon to show you what's happening in the garden and start prepping for fall and for next year, because that's just kind of where my mind is already. I hope you are all doing well and surviving and thriving in these weird climate change days of changing weather and extreme weather. I hope you are all safe and having fun in the garden. So until next time, happy gardening.